Welcome to our Rotary Corner, Bob Gemmel, who is your Director of Community Service for the Rotary Club of Chilliwack. Correct. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And we're here to talk about something very specific that's happening this weekend. What's happening, Bob?
The grand opening of the Rotary Loop Trail.
Wow. That is something that I've heard about, mysteriously going to be happening. I mean, the trail is wonderful. I do it with my dog every morning, take a walk up the trail. Maybe if you could explain what exactly does looping of the trail mean?
Well, everybody knows about the north side of the river.
That's the one I always go on.
Which has been in existence for quite some time.
What's on the south side? I just thought, I thought there were bogs on the south side.
There is. It's been under development now for quite a few years with a real focus, especially the last year or two.
So there's actually a trail on the south side?
As of this Friday, it'll be complete.
Well, that's fantastic. Now that sounds like a large undertaking. Who was involved in making all this happen?
The city of Chilliwack, obviously the key people in the whole
Very important to the equation, yeah.
Supported and with a very strong partnership with the Rotary Club of Chilliwack over the last 25 years or so.
So, and how long has that partnership been on? I mean, the partnership with the city goes way back on a number of different things, events, the Rotary Christmas Parade, which is coming up. But how long has this been in development then? How many years?
Well, it became a focus about 8 years ago, I would say.
Okay.
It's probably been in the minds of many people, city and Rotary, for 25 or more years. A lot of people have probably thought, well, let's just put a loop around the river.
Well, it makes sense.
It does for cyclists, runners, walkers, the overall fitness of Chilliwack.
Wonderful for the citizens of Chilliwack, and wonderful even in terms of travel, tourism, things like that. Yeah. In terms of the actual physical layout of this loop, I presume on the east you're going to have the Vedder Bridge, the brand new Vedder Bridge. What about you going down on the north side? How far are you going down? You
travel down, you leave, say the Vedder Bridge is the starting point, and most people are familiar with the north side. Mm-hmm. It's been completed for some time now. Mm-hmm. You go up onto the dike to Keith Wilson.
Oh my gosh.
That's the end of this loop.
That's huge. Like, how many kilometers is that?
It's about 11 to 12 kilometers.
Not just on the one side?
Just on the one side, just getting to Keith Wilson. So then it's now developed so you can go under the bridge without crossing Keith Wilson.
Okay.
And come up and go across the pedestrian bridge, under again to the dike on the other side, and go back.
So the whole thing is over 20 kilometers. Fantastic.
The whole thing pretty well equals a half marathon distance, which is 21.1 kilometers.
Wow, that's significant. So so for cyclists and for long distance runners, beautiful. I was always under the understanding that there would be a shorter distance. The looping was going to happen a little bit earlier, like I think around the railway bridge. Is that?
That was an original hope and goal. It's been put back now for probably another 2 to 3 years. Mm-hmm. That's still going to happen sometime.
That's not that far off.
It's going to involve a bridge somewhere near the train bridge. Uh-huh. That will end up being a shorter loop. So we'll end up effectively having a figure 8. You could have the option of doing a shorter loop, longer loop.
Yeah, no, lots of flexibility. That's, again, very good for the residents of the city. So now this Saturday and Sunday, I understand there's events happening both days. Mm-hmm. What actually is happening on Saturday? Saturday
is the official grand opening, basically put on by the city.
And can people get involved with that?
It's open to the public. There'll be short speeches commemorating the opening of the south side and the actual loop.
Okay. Where is that happening if people want to go?
It's happening at the end of Giesbrecht Road, mm-hmm. So the river, right close to the river by the Vedder River Campground, mm-hmm. Starting at 12:30.
12:30, sounds like lunchtime. Any food?
There'll be Smokies.
Smokies.
Yeah, it's right near the Brown Creek wetlands. People are familiar with that.
Okay.
And the trail has been improved right through the campground too, so it's available
An exciting event for the city, something that is historic. Bring the family down on Saturday and have lunch and watch the opening, and bring your bikes, I guess, and you can tour around.
Yeah, provided the weather's great, you can do whatever, run from there.
Well, I'm not telling you how to bring your bike, so you can walk too.
The speeches, there'll be a few speeches, they won't be long, but it'll be a fun grand opening.
Very good. And so that's on Saturday. Something happening on Sunday as well?
Sunday, there's actually going to be the full, since it is about a half marathon distance exactly, there's going to be a half marathon trail race.
I can imagine in the future that you're going to be able to do like there'll be like the Chilliwack half marathon event. I can imagine that that's something that's going to.
That's basically what this is a forerunner of.
Wow.
And it'll go on year after year, I'm sure.
That is very cool. So if you want to run, you just show up, or do you register, or what happens?
Registration is open right now on peaksandvalleys.ca. Peaks in Valleys?
Yes. We'll have it on our Facebook page, peaksandvalleys.ca.
All together. And that's open till Friday night, 11:59 p.m.
Okay.
And it's open, by the way, there's a 10-kilometer for short.
Is there a cost to register for that?
Yes, there is. It's road races in general. Have always had
so it'll all be on the website.
All the information is on the website, including maps of the actual routes of the 21K and the 10K.
Wonderful. Well, Bob, I want to thank you for being on Rotary Corner, and thank you for sharing with us what's happening. Thanks to Rotary for making this happen.
Thanks, Berris.
And now we're going to take it to Dawn with the weather.